So I thought we'd go on a little pandemic adventure today. I've been making some jewelry for an online friend in Tampa, Florida. I think most of you might know her as Azzy from Obscura Undead, but she saw some of my stuff on Instagram and wanted to purchase it. They were going to be DJing at Convergence, which we would be hosting within another couple weeks. But like everything, it got canceled. And so I am mailing it to her. And we're going to leave the house on a little pandemic adventure. And we'll be back. Talk about some stuff later. And we're off. Heading to the post office. Got my goods. Mask. Gloves. No point in putting them on in the car yet. I'll do that at the post office. Seems like there's way too many people out. Probably because it's a beautiful day. Very pretty weather today. And you know, everybody's got cabin fever. But gotta keep those social distancing practices active. Here we are moving along. Pulling on into the United States Post Office. Hey, there's not a lot to do when you're quarantined, but it sure does seem like too many people are out. And what are you gonna do about it? One thing before we put on our gloves is we're gonna remove our wedding ring. I don't know if that matters, but I don't want to taint things. So I had these masks, a friend of ours made these. They're really great. They're made by Good Girl Corsets. You can find their stuff on Instagram, actually. They make amazing, any kind of clothing, costuming. They do wonderful stuff. Carrie and Deb Foster. All right. You gotta be super bored if you're watching me put on a mask and gloves, but hey, what can we do? Ready for surgery. Let's go in. Great, nobody's here. That's the best way to be socially distant, is for the place to be totally vacant. All right, so here's all my stuff. Let's get ready to ship. We're done. Okay, so I didn't touch anything I didn't have to in there. But, Azzy, when you get the package, spray that sucker down, just to be safe. I'm not contaminated as far as I know, but you never know, because I haven't been tested. So, disinfect that. It made no contact with anybody but me and into the box, and it is on its way. So I hope you enjoy it. And if anybody else wants to order anything, I don't have an online shop. But you can just send me a message and we'll work something out. Average cost is $20-ish. I'll put some stuff up. And oh, Trader Joe's, I miss you. It's one of those things, me and my wife, we just don't go out much. I know you can go to grocery stores and stuff, but we've been kind of ordering that stuff delivered too, or pick up. I don't know. I know a lot of people act like that this thing is no big deal, or I don't know, but I think it kind of is, and better safe than sorry. So we have been pretty much isolated for hell over 50 days. I mean, we've gone out to run errands like this. You know, people have to do stuff. I know a lot of people still have to go to work. A lot of you guys are at work doing what you got to do, man. And I don't know what the future is going to be like with this crazy stuff. But here we are. It's kind of good to get out in a vehicle, and we do walk the dogs, you know, when it's not raining. But really, we just haven't done anything, and wondering when we're going to get back to any kind of events. Probably not a long time. So I need to reevaluate how I can earn income. So yes, I need to probably put up an online shop or something and get to work, because you know, the music business, you know, we make some sales, but it ain't much. Definitely could not live on it. There's no way that anybody could live on Bandcamp sales, hardly, I don't think. And there's a jolly cop behind me right now, so that's exciting. Hope they've got better things to do. You're probably thinking, what kind of drugs is that guy on? We got away one more time. So yeah, online store. I need to get that probably going. I probably won't make much there either, but every little bit counts. Okay, so I'm back, and the package has been shipped to Clearwater, Florida. I was gonna mention some other shops. This t-shirt I'm wearing is by Avante Hermetica in Spain, as I mentioned. It says, "Do what thou wilt." If you guys haven't figured out by now, I'm kind of a big fan of Crowley. But this is another one that I bought from Avante Hermetica. It's got Thelema on the bottom, and the AA seal, and Lila Waddell, which was one of his muses. She was a professional sigil. It's cool. But he does great work. You can order them on Etsy. It does take a couple of months, a lot of times, to get stuff. He makes patches, all kinds of great stuff. I'll spell it out on the screen so it's easier to understand than me saying Avante Hermetica. As like I mentioned, he is also on Instagram and Facebook. You can look at all kinds of cool stuff on there too. The other person I mentioned was these masks, which were our friends here in Louisville, Good Girl Corsets. I'll see if I can't find some photographs to pop up to give you a little bit better imagery than just this, but they make all kinds of stuff. I make, as well as some like necklaces and things. I make wands. All kinds of different wands. A lot of them I make are smaller and more basic. These are things with personal items from me. These are my actual wands. But I do make them for other people all the time. I can customize things. Canes. You don't really need a cane, but I still like to have one because it looks cool. But maybe you need one, and I can make yours look cooler if you would like to make your cane more personalized. So it's Bandcamp Day, and I'm playing the secret French postcards from Sweden. This is an EP that came out April 10th. I've been meaning to buy it, but as we all know, we can listen to anything we want without paying for it for a while. It's just nice if you really like something to go on Bandcamp and give the artists some money if you can. Today, on Bandcamp Day, the artists actually receive the full amount, I guess. PayPal still takes its chunk, but Bandcamp has waived their fees, so the artist gets more money. So I kind of held off until today to buy this EP, even though I've been listening to it for the past few weeks. It was my background music of choice here. It's really good. All of their stuff I've heard is really good. I wish I could make music like this, but my voice is a little too ugly. Too deep and ugly. Anyway, here we are. And I guess we're at the end of this pandemic adventure. I know it's not much, but it's something for me to do while I am hanging out. And I hope you enjoy it, at least a little bit. Or you can say, who is this crazy son of a bitch? I am a little bit strange, but it's just me.
Radio Arcane.